What's going on, guys? I'm Tyler, and today I wanted to show you guys defensive setups for Killjoy on Ascent. Before I start, I just wanted to let you guys know that I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Link for that is in the description, so go and check that out. Also, go and join our Discord server where we post lineups and other Valorant-related stuff. Link for that is down below, too. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Valorant content. Comment down below what else you guys want to see, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So starting off on A, you could see in my turret video, I have a few of these turrets covered already, but you can put it in places like up here, or if you can make the jump over to here, which isn't too hard usually, or you don't even need to get up there really, you can just put it here. This turret will see right down into A main, and you can hold passively and wait for the turret to let you know if anybody's pushing up. You can do the same thing with the alarm bot, put it anywhere around here, or when the round starts, you could throw it somewhere farther up, but it's not really great coverage there, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Use that more on site, because even if it's here, that little section right there, as long as it's small enough so that a player model can't fit through it, you can still have a little bit of space there, so that will cover the whole doorway. You can also get a bit more, even more passive with the turrets and things like that. You put this here, it's not going to see anybody until they push onto site, so you're kind of, with a setup like this, it's kind of redundant having the alarm bot and the turret, because they're giving you the same information, so just be careful with that.
Recalling my bot.
You could also, one other thing that I like to do is having the alarm bot here and a swarm grenade. Those will watch that, and then if you activate the swarm grenade when the alarm bot goes off, they might retreat, and you can put the turret somewhere like this. It'll watch here if anybody pushes from catwalk, and it will also watch the cross over here if anybody gets closer. Then once they get further than where the alarm bot was and the swarm grenade was, this will see it. You can also put it further back to get an even tighter angle, so that way they won't be able to see the turret until here, and the turret doesn't see them until here. Then you'll have a bit more of a passive angle, a bit more options there. You can also have some decent switch-ups by putting stuff like the alarm bot
coming back.
Even somewhere on site and just waiting a really long time and holding right here and playing something weird like that. You can get creative with the turret and the alarm bot placements to really switch up the information that you can get. For swarm grenade spots too, you could just put it on basic spots like that. You could also throw it a bit deeper for when enemies push up. Or you can also cover it just in the middle here, just on typical plant spots, to try and prevent the plant from going down. There aren't too many spots. Or you can even, if you really want to get really passive with it, you can set your turret and alarm bot up in really anywhere and go off site and put your swarm grenades in spots like this and just completely play for a retake. That's a much more risky strategy and probably not recommended, but if you really want to get weird and switch things up, you could do something like that. And for A, looking towards mid, I showed this in my turret spots video too. If you can manage to get across over here, and you can get your turret somewhere like this, this will watch this little crack right here, and if anybody crosses from mid through archways, the turret will let you know about that. One more thing you can do for mid, if you go onto the vent here, and we're going to be aiming right around here. Yeah. If you look at this hole in the leaves right here, it's kind of hard to remember and specify, but it's this hole right here. Just a regular throw. This will land directly on top of the ult orb, and if you hear anybody ping that, you can hit him with a swarm grenade. When holding mid, you have a few more options. The barrier will be over here, and once the barrier goes down, you'll be able to get your alarm bot onto either side of the archway, and you can leave that there and passively hold it, not really peek it, play it safely, and just kind of hold towards B. Or you can even hold towards A if you want to rotate back over. You can use your turret in a bunch of different ways too. You can have it somewhere like back here, just to have it watch anybody crossing into market.
Bot coming back.
Or you can put it at a more aggressive angle to see if anybody's peeking from either that side on catwalk or that side towards the B link. Or you could get a bit more risky and push up a little bit and get the turret anywhere in this section or this section over here. This would require you making sure this is a safe angle to get past though. And same with this one over here if you're pushing from, depending on where you're pushing from. One of Killjoy's strengths is her ability to hold things as passively as she can. She really can just leave everything up here, up on where she wants to hold, and just move somewhere else to actively hold somewhere else. If you can do this for every single site too, and I'll mention that in other spots too. You can just have a sentry and your alarm bot and swarm grenade somewhere like that, and a big part about Ascent is defending mid and peeking it early. And if you die here on defense, you really are not in a good spot. So if you just have that stuff passively waiting for anybody to push through, you can hold market and help hold towards B. And then just wait for people to trigger the alarm bot. Then you can hit your swarm grenades, or even wait even longer for your turret to start shooting them and then peek them and challenge them. Cypher's abilities are pretty similar, and he can play a similar role that Killjoy does in just passively holding places, but no one can really match Killjoy in her ability to do damage as well as holding passively at the same time. She has more abilities alerting her about enemies moving through, and it does it all passively. It's not like Cypher's camera where you have to be actively watching it. All of these will work while you're doing something else, and you can wait to play off of everything that she has. Now for B, I showed this turret spot in turret spots video, but this is one of the better spots to put the turret. Start round, you can put that there, and you can set up the alarm bot with something like this.
Placing swarm
With
grenade.
a swarm grenade here, or you can put it back a little
Placing
bit more.
swarm grenade.
And you can either wait for either the alarm bot or the turret to start shooting, and you'll know that there's enemies there, so you can activate those. That's a very basic straight up setup. Another one that you can do is you can put your alarm bot somewhere back here to watch mid for you, while you hold somewhere back more passively, either back in CT or on site. This will just watch the market for you, so you don't really have to pay attention to it as much. You can also play on site for a bit more of a switch up. You can put your turret back here.
Turret out.
This way you will only know when enemies are finally pushing through. You can have swarm grenades set up over there too, so you know when to set those off if you do have the turret start shooting, or you can put the alarm bot in the same spot, or you can even put the alarm bot somewhere down here
Placing alarm
and
bot.
play extremely passively, even back here, not even showing yourself until they're on site. That's another option that you have, and you can also include
Placing
some swarm
swarm
grenades down here
grenades.
too. One other trick for this site, if you look at this greenish brick right here to the left of the animal over here, if you put your
Placing swarm
grenades
grenade.
here,
Placing swarm grenade.
you can wait for the sound of the ult orb, which spawns right here,
Swarm grenade out.
and it will kill anybody who's trying to get there. Who's trying to take this. They'll have to be in range of those swarm grenades. There are a lot of
coming
other
back.
places that you can put the turret. You can put it in places like this to get some vision when they're passing through, or you can get a bit more aggressive with it and put the turret somewhere like this, or even further back into here. Turn it around and face the other way. You can get it really close to the corner, and then you'll know when enemies are peeking up this way. The turret will see market for you and let you know if there's enemies over here. Or you can get even more
Recalling
aggressive
my
if you
bot.
really want to. This will get shot out immediately, but you'll be able to push
Placing sentry.
very quickly. You can just put it straight up right in here. For the alarm bot, you can also set this up right when the round starts. You can put it right around the corner. The range won't cover the entire walkway, but it will cover a lot of it, and you'll also know most of the time if enemies are pushing through. That one's just not as reliable as putting it somewhere like this, or just having the turret watching from up there. And with all the different tools that Killjoy has in her kit, you really could just put everything down and then hold mid yourself. If you have something like your typical setup
Alarm
with
bot out.
alarm bot here
Placing swarm
and
grenade.
some swarm grenades,
Placing swarm grenade.
along with a turret up here,
Placing sentry.
the alarm bot will alert you if anybody is pushing through. This turret will alert you if anybody's even peeking over here. So you can just listen for the turret and know that they're coming, that they're in this area initially. Then you can wait for the alarm bot,
Swarm
activate
grenade
both
out.
of those, and you can do all of that from, you can do it from A if you really want to, or you can just be holding mid the whole time from market. Killjoy's kit could, in theory, watch a whole bomb site by itself. It couldn't hold it or stop a push, but it could let you know and really slow it down. So that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go follow me on Twitch. Also join the Discord server. Thanks again for watching, guys.